of these stitches here, which are 2 loops each. We will be crocheting over them. We'll also be crocheting over this tail as we come along here. Okay, so now we'll be doing 1 single crochet into each of the next 16 unused loops. So here is our first one. So if I put my hook in there, you'll be able to see there's 2 loops there, and see that hole there? That's where you want to go into. And at the same time, we are going to have that tail come over the hook and then do our single crochet. So there's our first one. The second one, so go in under those 2 loops, those 2 unused loops there, have the tail over your hook and do a single crochet. And there's 2. So we'll continue to do that right along here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and as you can see, I'm running out of tail, so that's alright. You can just leave that there and cut that off later. So we're going to continue on until we've crocheted into 16 of these unused loops. Okay, so we're up to the last one here. This is the unused loops here, the last one, and we're going to do 2 single crochet stitches into that last unused loops. So 1, 2. Now you'll see your first single crochet stitch here. And you know it's the first one because you'll see there's the V on the top there. You can see the 2 strands there. And you're just going to join with a slip stitch into that first single crochet, and then we're going to finish off And with that little tail that is at the back there, just going to trim that. And you'll just weave that end into the back of your work there, or you can actually use that end to sew one of the buttons onto this side when you go to sew the band onto the front. So it's up to you. Okay, so now I'll show you how to attach this band to the front. So attaching the band and the buttons to the front of the cap, you just find that first single crochet stitch you made there, and we're going to place the band not on this row, not on the next row, but on this row and in line with that single crochet stitch there. Remember, we made 2 single crochet stitches and then all the double crochet stitches. So getting your band with one end and lining it up there. See, I'm skipping that round, skipping that round, and I'm going to secure it in on this end, and I'm using the tail that I didn't weave in. I'm just going to pop it back up there, which is around about where I want to put my button. And then you get one of your buttons, push it down, and just make sure that you've got it right on the end there, and then take your needle down the other side of the button. And you can come back up again and go back down through the button, but I like it just as once through, and then you can tie a knot, or weave the needle in there, and then tie a knot, and then just weave the yarn tail through the work as usual. And skip a loop and weave it back through. And basically that's exactly what you're going to do for the other side of the band and the button. And then your project will be complete. So just look for those 2 single crochet stitches you made there, and you're skipping this round and the next round and attaching it there. And then you'll end up